horse here. It's her birthday today. She's 20, or no, she's 30 today. And that's, for those of you who don't know, that's very old for a horse. So the one thing I don't have for this machine is a grapple, and I wish I did, because I think it'd be freaking sweet. I wouldn't run into problems like this, because it's pretty tight in here, and the straw tends to have stuff stick together. But that's not what I'm talking about today. You guys can just watch as I do this here. But I kind of want to talk about something a little off topic that I normally don't, and credit cards, right? Or just credit history in general. I've never had one, right? Credit, that scared me. Borrowing money or whatever. I lived like what I considered an honest life of only buying what I could afford, right? And apparently I did it wrong, because I wish I had a grapple right here, so I could just grab all that stuff. Anyways, I did it wrong because I worked my way through college with my farm, when I worked on the farm, and then a couple other things, part-time jobs I had. Paid cash for all 4 years of college. Paid cash for my pickup. And you know, going to looking to save up for a house now, and still quite a bit of snow here. Looking to get a house, so I went to get pre-approved for that, and I'm just gonna set this here for now. I'll haul it down at the end, because that's boring for you guys just to watch me drive a bucket full of manure. Went to get pre-approved, and they ran my credit history, and I told them, I'm like, look, you're not gonna find anything. I don't have credit. Never had a loan. Blah blah blah. They said no problem. They asked me how much I make a year. Told them. Asked me how much I had in my bank accounts. Told them. My parents have been gracious enough to let me live at home, and I pull my weight around here, but live at home. And so do the math, you know, 2 years living at home full time, and so whatever. I have quite a bit in the bank, you know. And I went to get a pre-approved, and they're like, yeah, no, you don't have any credit history. Okay, well, that seems to be all that they care about. I mean, to me, use a little common sense. You know, I understand that maybe works most of the time, but you can look at me, you can see how much I've got in my account, you can take into consideration my job and everything, but whatever. They tell me, oh, go get a credit card, and then you can get, you know, build credit history that way. Okay, fine. So I go to my bank that I bank at, and I have all my money at, and I don't know if I just caught the lady right before her lunch hour or what, but she told me, you know, nope, not here. Go try a Cabela's card. Really? That kind of caught me off guard. You know, why would my own bank, where I'm looking to maybe get a house loan someday and do some business, tell me, nah, we're good? Oh. So whatever, I left there, and I applied at one that my family has online. The guy says, yeah, no problem. Nope. I got the letter yesterday, denied, lack of credit history. Build credit first and then come back. Well, how in the world are you supposed to build credit if nobody will give you credit cards to build credit? Right? So I go back into my bank one last time, and I'm like, look, whatever, somebody told me to leave. They wouldn't give me a credit card here. So I applied for one more, and whatever, I had my mom co-sign, because apparently that's probably going to be my only chance at getting this, which I don't understand, because some of my cousins got credit cards when they were like 18, 19 years old through Cabela's. No problem. So I go down to Cabela's, do some shopping last night. They got this deal, $20 off, and whatever, 10 club points or whatever that is, if you sign up for a credit card. Sure. I'll try, but I know how this is probably gonna go. I try, 30 seconds later they tell me, nope, denied. Which, yeah, go figure, I knew that was gonna happen, but how can they tell me in 30 seconds what my other bank told me it's gonna take 7 to 10 days? Whatever. And it just doesn't make sense how a guy, you know, I'm 23 years old, got a full-time job for a couple years, I told him how much money, it's like, how can I keep getting denied? And yet, you know, what if I would have been 18, 19 in college, people would have jumped at the fact to give me a credit card. I don't want to go over that. People would have jumped all over that. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, how can you sit there and, boy, it's muddy back here, down there. You give, you know, some of my cousins, they got them when they were 19. Well, here I am, 23 years old with a job. That's apparently not good enough. So I'm just a little hot about that because it just doesn't make sense. It's kind of irritating because I thought I was doing it right, but apparently all these people that have credit cards, you can live in debt, but so long that you're making the payments that they say, which are very minimal in my opinion, you're good to go. They'll give you a loan. Heck yeah. I don't. One of my distant family members, it would be, she had over $25,000 of credit card debt, I think. And her would-be, well, soon-to-be husband, when that happened, he had over $60,000 in the bank, right? And when they went to buy a house, they told him no for lack of credit history, even though he has all that money in the bank. And they told her yes, that had $25,000 to $30,000 of credit card debt. Help me wrap my head around that. You know, the rationale behind that, I don't get it. I don't get it. In my opinion, it's not a common sense thing. I feel like they're just going off credit history numbers. If you got the credit history score that fits in their bracket for loans, you got it. They'll give it to you. But people, I don't want to. I'm not whining. I'm not looking for advice. I know what I got to do. It's the stupid world we live in. That's what we, you know, that's the way our society and our economy runs, I guess. And I screwed up because apparently, even though I could have paid for that stuff, I should have taken a loan and then just paid it right back off before any interest grew. But I don't know. It's irritating, but we'll see if I get this next credit card and go from there. But I don't know what everybody else's experiences are with credit cards. I think they're a scam. You see all these interest rates and blah blah blah. And in my opinion, I'm a little too skeptical probably, but whatever. So be it. That's my little rant for credit cards. I disagree, obviously, as you can tell. Clean that up here in a second, but yeah, whatever. Waiting, now I gotta wait 7 months or something after I get a credit card if somebody will finally give me one. Wait 7 months and then it'll maybe build enough credit history to maybe build me enough credit history to get a loan. Well, what if I don't want to wait 7 months? Just irritating. Really, really irritating. This one isn't that bad, but I'll just do it quick here. So yeah, that's enough of my whining, complaining. Moral of the story, if you don't have a credit card and you're younger watching this, get one. Get one. And just pay it off immediately and just build credit that way from what I've been told. If you got, this is always a tight squeeze. If you have, you know, whatever, from what I've been told, if you have like $1,000 limit on your credit card, charge no more than $300, like a third of what your limit is, and pay it off. Charge small stuff, pay it off, and you'll build credit fast. Apparently, allegedly, you don't want to, if you have $1,000 credit card, take it up to $1,000. Turn these on. So, learn from my mistakes if you're young watching this, or even if you're older watching this and don't have a credit card. because you lived like I did, get a credit card. 'Cause that's the world we live in. Hoorah. This is always just a little tight here. I'm going to leave all this bedding over here. So yeah, we're just cleaning out some pens here. Trying to do some stuff while it's a little warmer out. The snow is melting fast. And I'm leaving for a trip. First time leaving the country and flying next week. Week from Friday, so I'm excited for that. But trying to get some stuff done here before I leave. And get some stuff in line. Come back, and I come back towards the end of March, and it's gonna be pretty close to planting season. We're really gonna be in the swing of getting things ready then, because when I'm gone, it's supposed to be like 50-55 degrees here, so it'll be time to get ready, get stuff really ready. We gotta do maybe a little work on the harrow, on the digger, maybe a little work on the well, just a little work on everything, glance everything over, service everything, wash everything hopefully, and get rolling. So yeah, we'll get some things in line here though. I just thought I'd vent a little bit about the credit history situation, and hopefully people can learn from my mistakes. A little bit of snow mixed in, but that's alright. People can learn from my mistake. Not really, I wouldn't even consider it a mistake. I'm just trying to live, like I said, what I thought was an honest life. You know, just buy only what I could afford. Pay it off right away. If you can't afford it, well, aside from like a house, if you can't afford it, you probably don't need it. But I guess that's the old school way, apparently. So, yay. Now I gotta get a credit card, get credit built up, hopefully find a house here, and see what happens from there. But learn from my mistakes, people. Get a credit card. End of rant. I'm just gonna sit here and haul some buckets of stuff back and forth. We got a compost pile down here that's out of the pens, because this stuff gets hot and gassy